President-elect Ferdinand Marcos Jr. discusses with the United Nations and European diplomats a high level of accountability in terms of human rights in the Philippines. He also tackles continuing the war on drugs within the framework of the law. In a 2020 resolution, the United Nations Human Rights Council, or UNHRC, offered technical cooperation with the Philippine government to solve human rights problems. The offer came in the context of extrajudicial killings and outgoing President Rodrigo Duterte's drug war. Without mentioning Duterte, UN Resident Coordinator in the Philippines Gustavo Gonzalez on Friday, June 10, says he and Marcos discussed the UNHRC resolution.
It means the UN and the government needs to work together in addressing some concerns on the human rights. And he is very much interested, for example, in ensuring a consultation for the nomination of the new Commissioner of Human Rights. This was a topic that he immediately raised, and he mentioned also the importance of ensuring high level of accountability in terms of the human rights.
Swedish Ambassador Annika Thunborg, who also pays a courtesy call Friday, says she and Marcos specifically discussed the drug war.
Yes, it was specifically discussed with the president, and as mentioned, the very strong commitment to continue the war on drugs within the framework of the law and with respect for human rights, and focus on rehabilitation and socioeconomic development was expressed.
Ateneo Human Rights Center Executive Director Ray Paulo Santiago says he welcomes these statements and hopes that Marcos will walk the talk. The police arrest over 90 farmers and land reform advocates in Concepcion, Tarlac on Thursday, June 9. According to peasants group Amihan, the farmers and their supporters were holding a cultivation activity in Hacienda Tinang when they were arrested by the police. Anak Pawis, a progressive group advocating for the rights of farmers and other marginalized sectors, says the farmers were trying to till a 200-hectare land in Hacienda Tinang when the police began harassing them. Anak Pawis adds in 2018, the Department of Agrarian Reform decided to install the farmers as legitimate recipients but never enforced the decision. Another group, Union ng mga Manggagawa sa Agrikultura, says a total of 85 individuals comprised of farmers and supporters were arrested. The group Sama-Samang Artista para sa Kilusang Agrario also says around 50 of their members who joined the farmers to help till the land were illegally arrested by Tarlac police. The Concepcion Municipal Police confirms the arrests.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
The Philippines lodges on Thursday, June 9, a diplomatic protest against China after over 100 of its vessels were spotted back in Julian Felipe Reef in the West Philippine Sea. In a statement, the Department of Foreign Affairs cites the presence of these vessels as illegal and in violation of international law. The Philippines points out that by allowing its ships to swarm Julian Felipe Reef, China violated the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, the 2016 Hague Ruling, and Beijing's own commitments under the 2002 Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea. Speaking on the issue, Foreign Secretary Teodoro Locsin Jr. says give it a rest in a tweet. The DFA closes the statement by calling on China to comply with its obligations under international law and urges the nation to withdraw all its sea vessels from Philippine territory. Members of the K-pop superstar BTS return on Friday, June 10 with their comeback album Proof and drop a new music video for lead single Yet to Come. Proof, as an anthology album, features tracks from the group's discography throughout the years, along with 3 new tracks. According to a Sumpi report, the album marks the close of the first chapter of BTS' story. BTS also releases a nostalgic music video for its title track Yet to Come, which sends a hopeful message about what the future will bring for the band. The video also features familiar scenes from the group's hit 2017 track Spring Day. Proof is BTS' first full album in 2 years since it released Map of the Soul 7 in 2020. Actress beauty queen Maureen Wroblewitz and singer-songwriter Juan Carlos J.K. Labajo announced their breakup in separate Instagram posts Friday, June 10. Sharing a photo of them together, J.K. addresses Maureen in Filipino, saying, "Always remember that even if you turn the world upside down, and no matter where in the universe, you'll always be my one and only moon." This is an apparent reference to JK's 2018 hit song Buwan, which translates to moon. Maureen starred in the music video of Buwan, where she and JK were portrayed as lovers. Wroblewitz, meanwhile, posts a quote that says, "Some things come to an end and that's okay. But now it's time for us to go on our own." JK thanks her in the reply, saying he's the luckiest person in the world to have spent the past years of his life with Maureen. Maureen previously won Asia's Next Top Model Cycle 5 in 2017 and eventually joined Miss Universe Philippines 2021, where she won first runner-up. In other news, Britney Spears' ex-husband Jason Allen Alexander crashes to the singer's intimate wedding with her partner of almost 6 years, Sam Ashgari. TMZ first breaks the news and obtains footage of Alexander's Instagram livestream of his break-in. The ceremony was held in Britney's home in California. Security stops Alexander a couple of times, telling him to leave.
"I'm here to crash the wedding."
The livestream ends with an apparent physical struggle after he claims to security that Britney invited him.